Hi everyone, welcome to the session. Today, would you like to listen to the ruling of King Solomon? Solomon was the biblical king, most famous for his wisdom. God gave him an understanding, wise and discerning mind, the boon he wanted from God, to be able to discern between right and wrong, good and evil, to be able to guide and govern his people better. Great men and women from many nations came to test his understanding and knowledge, and for listening to him make a judgment about a situation. The wise ruler Solomon was a man of immense intelligence, discernment, wealth, power, and prosperity. One day, two women came before the wise king Solomon carrying two babies, one living, the other dead. They said one child had been accidentally smothered in the night. Both claimed the living child, but each said the dead child belonged to the other. Both said, "The living is my son, and the dead is thy son." Solomon thought a few minutes and then said, "Fetch me a sword." They brought him a sword, and then he said, "Divide the living child in two, and give half to the one and half to the other." One woman said, "Oh, my lord, give her the living child, and in no wise slay it." But the other said, "It shall be neither mine nor thine. Divide it." Then Solomon, pointing to the first, said, "Give her the living child, and in no wise slay it. She is the mother of it." Think of answering these questions now. Did Solomon really mean to cut the living baby in two? Why did he say he would? How did he find out which was the real mother? Why did the other woman claim the living child as hers? Now, listen to another story of Solomon's discernment. King Solomon was so famous for his wisdom that the Queen of Sheba traveled all the way from her distant country to find out for herself whether all the stories of his shrewd decisions were true. She wanted to test him for herself. So one day she came into his court carrying two beautiful wreaths of flowers. She told the king that one wreath was of real flowers and the other of artificial flowers, and he was to pick out the real from the false. Now the artificial wreath was so wonderfully real looking that no one could tell it from the other. Solomon looked at both a long time, and then he said, "Open the windows." When this was done, some bees flew in from outside and made straight for the Queen of Sheba. They all settled on the wreath in her left hand, but not one went near the other wreath. The king said, "The flowers in your left hand are real. Those in your right hand are imitation." And he was right. Now, think of answering these questions. Who was Solomon? For what was he famous? How did the Queen of Sheba try to puzzle him? Why could no one tell the real flowers from the false? How did Solomon find out? If you have enjoyed listening and learning, like and share the video. Click the subscribe button along with the like button. Stay tuned for more learning. Bye till the next.